Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? Well, you know I'm on my way to work, and I just thank everybody yesterday for showing some love on the video. I'm going to either say your first name or your last name, or your first and your last name. Okay, and I just want to thank you all who commented positively and saw what I was coming from and acknowledge that with a comment, and I appreciate you guys. Okay, Sue, Tina, Elliot, Miss Elliott, Deborah, Kimmy, Regina, Teresa, Miss Baker, Janet, Jackie, Tasha, Sherry, Miss Jeffrey, Joy, Wilma, Betty, Alive and Prosperous, Lois Jones, Jeanette. I thank you all for understanding where I was coming from. I really appreciate you guys. And Ramona, I appreciate the scriptures that you left. I truly do. So I'm going to be brief, and this is not the topic that I was going to talk about. I'm going to talk about that later on tonight. But what I noticed on social media, in these YouTube streets, somebody, whether you a beginner or whether you've been on YouTube for a while, it's people who secretly hate to see your growth. It's people who secretly hate to see you grow, and I believe they truly don't want to see you grow. I have discernment. I see right through things. Whether it's said or not said, my spirit can tell when somebody see a itty bitty growth, or when somebody see somebody who's always growing. They don't want that person to grow anymore. They want them to stop where they are. And when they see somebody potential, like, ooh, she going somewhere. Let me distract her. Let me do or say something to stop her. Be careful, people who you listen to. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Have discernment. Have discernment. Because people don't want you to grow. I'm telling you, and I'm going to keep saying that because y'all got to understand where all this negativity coming from. You got to sit back and say, why people said this? Why people do this? Why people put this in my comment? Why people tell me this? Why people tell me that? You have to listen to what people are saying. And you ask, why is they telling me this? And then you see something different happen. You see a different changes happen. And you be like, oh, okay. And you just sit back. You don't say nothing. Long as you know and you see where a certain person, certain people trying to do in your comments, certain things people trying to tell you, you got to sit back. Like I say, all my videos is positive and uplifting. But what I am a discerner. I see things for what it is. And people were like, what's she talking about? How she know that? And they trying to throw me off. But once it's in my head, if it's in a comment and I see that person's name steadily being negative, or somebody who think they positive but say something shady and do something shady, you recognize it. They blind by it, but you're not blind by it because you got the open mind of discernment. So you see what's really going on. You just sit back and be like, and you just leave it at that. You just leave it at that. Long as you know the truth and see everything for what it truly is, you know that you got the light. Don't be dark. Don't sit in the dark, people. When your intuition and you have that gut feeling tell you about certain people, believe it. Because you're not going to get that gut feeling for nothing unless somebody is absolutely insane, where they just make up some stuff and it's just not true. But when you see stuff and it's noted and it's heard, you ain't making nothing up because you saw it and you heard it. You got discernment. But if a lot of people blow that stuff away, and some people don't even see the side stuff that people do. You got to see and look at what people do, what people say, what their motive are. People see your potential. They see where you're going. Whether you're a little bitty YouTuber or you're a big YouTuber, people see your growth and they want to stump you right there. They don't want to see you grow. They do not want to see you grow. The people in YouTube, they want to be on top. They want to stay on top. They don't want to see nobody go above them. Me, on the other hand, I'm not tight-fisted. If it's anything that I can do to help anybody, and that's including on the streets. 2 months ago, I chose, and I'm not rich, nowhere near rich. I go to the Dollar Tree to get some of my supplies, and I give to the homeless. I don't have to do that, but I'm a giver. And I just like, been wanting to do it, been wanting to do it. You know, so the videos I got of the homeless people, I was in tears. I was in tears. They were so happy. I didn't even have to give them food. I gave them hygiene products, toothpaste, toothbrush, a washcloth, bar soap, stuff that they need, deodorant, stuff they need to keep themselves smelling good. A lot of people give food. That's good. My husband, he do that. He got a coalition. He been doing it almost close to a year now. I go out there, he fix it, make the food, I make the plates, and we go out there. I've been with him a couple of times, and that kind of motivated me to say, Kathy, you been supposed to do something. And I'm kind of glad that I seen him doing that a year ago, because I got it. I go and get my bags from the Dollar Tree, and I just go ahead in my neighborhood, and I ride around, see somebody homeless at Walmart. A lot of people was by home. Walmart at the bus stop, you give. I'm a giver. So when I see people trying to stop my growth, trying to stop me for being positive on YouTube, and I be like, Kathy, you know who you are. Yes, you just started giving to the homeless a month or two ago, but you also a giver in the streets. If you see a homeless person, you're going to give $1. You're going to give $5. You know, you're going to reach out your car and give somebody some money. You're going to see them walking past the store and you're going to give them some money. I always been like that. If I'm in the store, do you want to donate to this charity? Do you want to donate to these kids? Boom, push that thing, donate $1, $2, $3, $5. You know, you have to have a giving heart. But when you see people trying to have a motive and not to see you grow, when you see people with a motive and not trying to see you grow, something ain't right with that picture. Something ain't right with that picture. And so when I was talking about Latrese positively, and I seen people coming for me negatively, I sat back. I had to rewatch the video. I said, okay, maybe it's some. I know that I didn't say anything wrong, but I know the mind of negative people. I know a mind of a person who probably not negative, but who don't have a clue. And I said, well, maybe, even though I know I was positive, maybe they took something wrong. So let me look at the video again. So I beginning to end. I looked at the video again. I said, I can't see anything I said. And I knew I didn't say anything out of line. I know I didn't say anything to make it seem like she was my idol. Latrese was my idol. Latrese is somebody who I've been looking at on YouTube for close to 3 years. She was funny. I never said anything about idolizing her. I never and will never make anybody, not even my children, my mother, anybody above the God I serve. So when these people were saying these comments, I'm like, where did they get this from? How did they misinterpret what I said? So I watched the video. Yes, I did. Again, because I really have to get in the mind, put myself in the mind of a lost person. I have to put my mind, try to figure out, put my mind, go back to see how people who's in the dark and don't see the light, trying to make my mind, okay, maybe they seen it this way. And so, you know me, I like to dissect things. So I had to dissect my video. I had to literally dissect my video, and well, maybe they could have thought this. Nah. Maybe what I said, they maybe could have thought that. Nah. Maybe they could have thought this. And I was like, no, I didn't say anything about idolizing her. All I said that Latrese is a GOAT in these YouTube streets. Not in the world, not above God, in the YouTube streets. That's in the title. That's what I continue to say in the whole 15 plus message. Oh, you got, but I'm going to read them so y'all can see what my mind was taken aback. So every comment that I read was negative. I was doing like this. I'm like, they talking about me? And I'm reading something, and somebody commented underneath their comment and said, yeah, girl, I seen that too. I had to get off. I'm like, wait a minute, what these people trying to make it seem like that I'm idolizing Latrese just because I'm commenting positive? How did people turn that positive into negative? That's why I say I may have to give a little speech about what I'm saying, because I learned in these for 2 months that I've been doing this. And I've been looking at YouTube for a while. I've been seeing people going off on people for a while, but not how they was going off on trees. I never seen so many pages, negative pages on one person. And so that's when I was like, seeing that, seeing all the positive stuff she was doing, seeing how there's so many women, adult women, black women at that, continue to come for her. And I was like, it's something about her. It's something about her. Because when somebody get attacked like that, the devil and his demons don't want to see something come out of that person. And so they're attacked. They're trying to break that person down. And so when I seen all that attack, I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video to let these people know I see what they doing. I see what they're doing. I see the attack. I see the harassing. I see the stalking. I see it. And it was like, you got to stop, because it's not going to turn out good for you. Anytime somebody do something negative to stop a person from growth, I don't care. Like I said, you can be a little YouTuber like myself, a huge YouTuber. People see your potential. I don't care who they are. People will say stuff and do something to stop your growth because they see it. And then you see something else happening. You be like, oh, so that what that was all about? Oh, okay. And then once you know the truth and you see it, you don't have to say nothing about what you see or what you saw that person motivation was to trying to stump your growth. I don't care how little you are. People, if you this little in the YouTube game are huge like Latrese in the YouTube game, either way, they want to stop my growth because they see where I'm going. Latrese growth, they want to stump where she going, like, stop it. Cut that tree down. They don't want to see it, so they're going to talk negative. But once you move past that, and say, I ain't stunning you all, and you grow past that, that's gonna be an eagle. That's gonna be an eagle that's gonna easily soar. And you don't got the hard work. You don't have to do no hard work and flapping like a bird. You don't how they flap their wings trying to go somewhere. You ain't gonna have to do that, because God gonna bless you so much. You just gonna soar. You're just gonna go like this, just soar like an eagle. You're just gonna soar like an eagle. You're just going to soar, because God bless a good-hearted person so much. That's why I don't understand where the attack came from me at. Anybody with common sense, and as you know, common sense is not common anymore. We all know that, right? By listening at some of these comments and listening at some of these videos that people do, that common sense is not common anymore. Okay? People like to see drama. People like to see chaos. People like to see dysfunction. People like to see aggression. People like to see stuff that dramatize stuff. I'm going to keep it peaceful. I'm going to keep it peaceful. Sometimes, probably many a times, you might see stern with me. Stern is good because you have to put some people in their place in a respectful, stern way. You ain't going to hear me getting too much out of line. You're going to see me pump my brakes a little bit. I'm learning this because back in the day, when I get tried, somebody say something, it take me out of my character, I get out my character and it's on and popping. On and popping. Like I say, right now, I'm almost 50. I don't got time to be how I was back in the day. I wasn't a bad person. I didn't start fights, but I didn't run from a fight. And I do what I have to do. I'm just keeping it real. So I thank God that I'm not where I used to be. So when you see a change, it's like, dang, she done changed. I'm still who I am. I'm still, this Kathy, I'm going to still have a good time. I'm just on a YouTube and I got jobs who allow you to be on social media, but they don't allow foolishness. It's a policy in the game. It's a policy in these YouTube streets. It's a policy in the employee handbook. You can't sit there and act a fool. Yeah, you can do YouTube and have a blog, but to act a fool? So when I don't act a fool. It's certain things that I can't do. So yes, I'm going to be positive because I got to represent myself, represent my children, represent my job. So no, I can't sit there and do some things. Yeah, I can't sit there and say some things. Because guess what? If somebody see anybody with a decent job and let their job know that they acting a fool, it's consequences behind it. Trust me, I know. So don't think that that people who act a certain way and then got a decent job, that they're not going to suffer consequences by acting foolish on here. So when you see me acting foolish, it's because that's who I am. When you see me not acting foolish on here, that's because I got too much to lose. And like I say, the people who look at me on my job, they not going to see no foolishness. So that's why you don't see me. No, I'm not going to go there. No. Probably in the streets now. But no, you got to just conduct yourself. You know, you really have to conduct yourself in a way as God is looking at you. You know. So like I say, I'm going to continue to keep my channel as is, because that's who I am. I'm telling you, if you ask anybody at my job, you ask anybody in my family, you ask anybody, even when I used to go to clubs, what type of character Kathy is. She's funny, she's fun, she's uplifting, she's encouraging. You can ask my sisters without me being around, what kind of person is Kathy? Oh, Kathy is somebody I can talk to. You know, she got a listening ear. She got a good heart. That's who I am. That's my character. So what y'all see on here, that is who I am. Am I fun? Of course I'm fun. Come on now. Like I say, thank God I ain't where I used to be. And I'm going to say it like this. I can't even say that. Because I'm a good person all around. Back in the day when I used to get in fights, that's because I got tried. And that didn't mean that I was a bad person. It's that I got tried, and people who got tried got to do what they got to do. So I'm going to take that bite when they say, thank God I ain't where I used to be. I'm thank God that I can count to 10 now and don't have to get in a physical altercation. Because back then, when somebody came wrong, I didn't think twice. At all. But now, as an adult, now having something to lose, which is my job, because now people video stuff, and you think twice now before you pop off. Physically, you think twice because you have something to lose. But with me, I'm not a troublemaker. So even in that category, it would be self-defense. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm a good person. That's all I'm trying to say. All them attacks that came on me, and some people say some lady said she deleted. I'm glad she did, because it was not called for. It was not called for. Oh, I unsubscribed to your channel because of that video? That video you unsubscribed to my channel? Okay. And so that let me know that people don't have a like mind. People don't have like minds. I don't know how people think, but how they think, it's not going to change my mind and how I think, because I know I got a godly mind for. So what all them people who was commenting negative, what kind of mind y'all have? I don't know, and I don't need to know. All I got to know is not like mine, and that's, you got to deal with that, not me. So with that being said, I'm looking at the time. Peace. I love you. For all of you who continuing to support me, I thank you. I thank you. Talk to people about my channel. Tell them to subscribe to my channel, to like my channel, share it, and most all, comment. I can't stop the negative people from commenting because they're going to do what they want to do. But my thin skin is thick. I listen to it. It pisses me off sometimes because they trying to destroy my character of who I am. So yes, I get a little edgy at time, but I'm going to talk about it. With that being said, peace.